Today is the day that we finally get C-Class in sports cars. I'm at Alton Park today in the 296 GT3 to make sure we get above that 3.0 to get promotion at the end of the season. All we need is 0.08, so let's jump into qualifying. And here we are at Alton Park, crossing the line to start our first qualifying lap. I'm expecting a lot from myself here, as I had a really good practice session. Just remembering to turn my brake bias down now, which I didn't do, but nicely through the first couple of corners. Got some decent heat into the tires. So I was up in P3 in the practice session, and I'm hoping for something similar here in qualifying. Waiting to get on the power through the hairpin, because otherwise it sends you wide. It's looking good. Cutting across the corner there, the curve nicely, as we come up to this chicane here. Nice, and then slow through here so we can get wide on entry for here. Oh, bit slow, we got a bit wide there, but that might affect us coming into this long straight, or nearly straight. Not too badly, I hope. And nice and smoothly taken. Curbs can be dangerous in that corner, especially the inside one. And then the last corner, it's over a bit of a hill, so it's not ideal. But it looks like we got through okay, and let's see what time we can set as we start our white flag lap, second attempt. Oh, bloody hell. Straight away on pole. Not bad. I can improve on that time though. Not with a braking zone like that. Oh dear. Oh, and I'm off track. Pole position for now. Before we head to the grid, I just want to take a quick moment to thank the guys over at Speed Racing. Now, I've been using this pair of gloves for a while now, and they've been very kind to send me over the brand new pink pair, which I'm going to be using from now on. I absolutely love these gloves. They got beautiful, grippy insides, and yet a light material on the outside to keep it nice and breathable. Outside seams as well, so your fingers don't get sore. Beautiful popping color too on this pair, so if you want to check them out, I'll put a link in the description. Thank you very much, Speed. Here we are, the safety car is in, and starting from P2, we got knocked down one position, and we're about to lose one here as well. On the inside, oof, he's braked mid-corner. That's an interesting decision. I'm gonna just let off here to follow him in. Oh no, oh, big snap, terrible. Oh, this is awful. This is the worst. After all our good practice sessions and qualifying, we've got it all to do now from dead last, 19th on the grid. Right, here we are, same corner. Let's not make the same mistake this time, and we don't. Much more heat in the tires and maybe a little bit more careful into that as well. We've caught up to the back of everyone, so we aren't too far off. As we come into the hairpin here. It's a 15-minute race, so there's plenty of time, and we know that we qualified well, so we know we're right up there in terms of timings, and we should be able to overtake a lot of these guys, but P2 is such a good starting position. Will we be able to get that back? I don't know. Oh, incident, and I've spun out.
Okay, Nick, gone out of track limit. Read. The car in front of us.
Another incident here. Got to be careful of the rejoining. There's two of them off. Okay, so we've made up our first two places here. Just adjusting the brake bias a bit so as to not spin out. We don't want any more of that. We're just making so many mistakes that we weren't making in practice or qualifying. Little wheel on the grass just before as well, which didn't happen before, and it just lost me a little bit of time. Got to be more gentle on that accelerator pedal too, because otherwise I'm going to spin out at every opportunity. Yellow flag here, so got to be careful That's all right. He's off track. No problem. That's one more place made up. 16th place now. Still in 16th now on lap 5. As I said, I just haven't made the gap that I thought I would, or decreased the gap at the rate I thought I would. Obviously, I never wanted to be in this position in the first place, but it's just not happening for me at the moment. Although I can see them much clearer now. Oh, looks like there's an incident up ahead. Yes, there is. And someone else has gone into the pits. That's one more place. Alejandro is gone into the pits. That's another place made up for me. 0.4 seconds now. Oh, and he's slow through that one. I'm much quicker. And this is a good gap. Little look down there, but wasn't able to do it. Not worth it. Oh, another incident. There we go. And Faison has gone off. There's a big cluster of cars ahead as well.
Looks like we probably need to be able to take advantage.
No. Ah! I've been passed by everybody. Oh, good, an incident. Jesus. Nice rejoin. Spanner. 7.7 seconds now, gap in front. 4 minutes to go. It's about 3 laps. It's going to take a lot now to be able to get through back to where we were. There is another incident ahead though. And so I should be able to get Tippett into the last corner here. Or maybe not. Not quite. Oof. Rear stepping out a little bit. But we're right on his tail now. Fighting for 14th place. Fuck's sake. Well, this is pretty much a write-off now, this race. We're going to get overtaken by Alejandro now as well. And we are coming across the line, P16. What an abysmal, terrible shit race.
Okay, we're done.
But before I check the results, don't go anywhere because I have a second race coming. And if you want to talk everything sim racing and racing IRL, make sure to check out my Discord. Link is in the description, along with my Patreon for exclusive member content, some affiliate links I use, and don't forget to hit subscribe. And the results are in. It's not too big of a hit. It's damaged, but we're, still within range, and we can even hit that within one race. So there's still time, and today is still the day. Normally I'll go straight to the production car challenge because it's a 25-minute race. There's more of a chance of getting a good safety rating if we stay clean, but the chance of rain, I don't want to take the risk. So instead, we're going to Monza in the Cadillac CTS-V, the Fanatec challenge. Another powerful and difficult car to drive, but it should be a bit of fun. Join me for qualifying. And across the line, we come at Monza to start our first timed lap. Now, this is a bit of a different layout. I've never driven this track before on iRacing, but we do miss out the first chicane. So we're going to take this smooth and then foot down. It's a very, very fast track, this. And then braking early. Oh! It is not my day. One more lap. We start our white flag lap. See if we can do this again. Top time is a 1:40.9. I was a little way off that in practice, but we'll still see if we can match it. Oh, bit off the apex here, but still foot hard down. Now we're going to have to be really careful on our braking and turn in here. Much better, smoother. And don't lose the car on the exit. We didn't. Now through the Lesmos. Nice, use all the runoff. Beautiful. And Lesmo 2, bit slow maybe, but now onto a last back straight towards the Ascari chicane, which has actually been one of my stronger corners. So I'm looking forward to this. Not bad. Okay, and now we've just got Parabolica to go. It's a long run up to it, of course, this being such a long, fast track. And then braking early. It's hard, you have to go much slower than it looks. And there we go, now on the exit, using all up to the runoff, and now darting towards the finish line. Let's see what time can we do. There's a big spread here of times. P2. Oof, P2, yes, it's a very good time, a 1:42.1. Probably 2 seconds up what I was doing on practice, but unfortunately not quite enough for pole. Not the ideal qualifying session, but we brought it together in the end. It's going to be a good race, and if we keep it clean, we should still be able to get 3.0 safety rating. So join me and let's head to the grid. Coming round the end of Parabolica, the safety car is in, and the lights are green. We're away, starting in P2. The leader got the jump on me a little bit, and there's a car coming right up to my right-hand side. He's right next to me. Oof. It's close. But we are all following down now. And I've just managed to hold my nerve a little bit and get round him there. So this should be okay. Oh. I've not had the best corner. Cold tires and a bit hard on the brakes and the throttle, but there was a little bit of an incident behind me, so I managed to not lose any places from that. Got to be careful with that, definitely. The leader, Andrew, is quite a way out in front. Now, he was a good 1.1 seconds ahead of me in qualifying, so I'm not expecting to sort of mix it with him, but keeping in P2 would be ideal. Although if I can stick close enough to Andrew, then I should be able to learn a little bit from his line and what he's doing through the lap, and why he's so much quicker. So 2.6 seconds ahead as we come up to finish the first lap, and 1.2 seconds behind. So that's a nice little gap we have to Lewis behind. I really don't like that chicane in this car. Oh, and Lewis is really caught up now. Thanks to that. As we head through the Lesmos. Nicely taken though. He's had a little look up the inside towards Ascari, but it's not a corner I've had trouble with so far, so I took it pretty nicely and managed to keep him behind. He's right up behind me. I'm going to shuffle over to the inside because I want this line for the right-hander coming up. It's a fast right-hander. He is going around me. Oh, it's going to be tight. I'm going to have to brake slightly here to be able to not slide off the track, and that's allowed Lewis to go through. P3 is still good, so I do want to race with Lewis, but we would take this as a finishing spot. That is 100% for sure. Alright, the guys ahead are putting in 141s. I'm just in the 142s still, so if we keep it up at this pace, we should pretty comfortably stay in P3, but it looks like I won't be getting ahead of that. Now the gap, huge gap behind now of 8.2 seconds. So we really just need to concentrate on our own race here and not do anything that will get us incident points. That pretty much just means not spinning out or going off track. Oof, that was close. Whoa, too much towards understeer. Oh dear. And that was just a big mistake. It's our first and hopefully our only incident point. That was very poor. 15 minutes to go, so we have a 25-minute race, which, like the production car challenge, is going to help us with that safety rating because we'll just do a lot more corners. Even though there aren't that many corners in this track at Monza, we'll at least get to do them more often. But there's a more than 10-second gap forward and back to me, so pretty comfortable in this position at the moment, which is P3, and obviously P3 is a good finish no matter what. So we just need to keep this now. Only 2 incident points. We've had a pretty consistent race, just a couple of minor off tracks. Huge gap ahead. There's a big gap in class between first and second and then the rest of us. But also a huge gap behind still, just around 10 seconds. So we are pretty comfortable here in P3. Podium position would be on the cards. 5 minutes to go, and finally some opponents ahead. It's not people in my class. I'm not actually racing them for position, but there they are. I'm actually going to see someone else on the racetrack for the first time in about 10 minutes. And as I predicted, here's the guy in the Kia class. It's Alexei, and I'm going to overtake him beautifully on the straight. Incredible! What a move, son! Well, there's the fun over. And coming up now, rounding Parabolica to start our white flag lap. Once again, we have a slower class Kia in front of us. I should get a nice little slipstream here on the straight, and then a very, very simple pass there. And all we have to do now is bring the car home and then hope that we've done enough to secure promotion. All we need is 0.16. But with 2 incident points and not that many corners in this lap, will that be enough? It's hard to tell. If I had have got 0 incident points, I'd be much more confident, but... And very nicely done. We will come up now to cross the line and take a podium position with just a couple of incident points. That is still, despite it being a boring race, a very good result, and we'll definitely take that. Another podium in the bank. Right, the results are in, and time to see if we've done enough. They just love to tease me. All we need is one good result, so don't forget, stay tuned next time for that, where we get the 3.0 to get promotion at the end of the season, and then move on to the goal of 4.0 to try and get it instant.
Only weakness I have is for the brunettes. You already know I'll kill any shit I do next. No kids, so I'm raising the roof. Next year they'll admit they just stands like an Uzbek.